Dear beloved ones, we address you at a pivotal moment on your planet. Great changes are afoot as the forces of darkness lose their grip on Earth's destiny. In recent times, many of the off-world entities who once led the Dark Cabal have surrendered and departed after certain cosmic agreements. What remains of the Cabal's hierarchy is now largely human, and without their former masters, these shadowy figures are scrambling. The rising tide of divine light on Earth is dismantling their agendas at every turn. In their desperation, the Cabal contemplates one last grand illusion to regain control: an elaborate false alien invasion using advanced holographic technology, a deception your world knows as Project Bluebeam. We tell you now that this plan, too, will fail before it can truly begin. The collective awakening you, the starseeds and lightworkers, have fostered is too strong to deceive. Even if they attempt this final act, it will falter almost immediately and only hasten their downfall. The Earth Alliance, the White Hats among you, and we of the Galactic Federation have prepared numerous countermeasures to neutralize such theatrics. So we ask you, dear ones, to stay in your heart center throughout these times. Hold fast to your light, and importantly, extend forgiveness and compassion to those individuals who still cling to the Cabal's agenda, for many are lost and afraid. Your loving awareness is more powerful than any deception, and your compassion paves the way for all souls to return to the light. This is of utmost importance. We also urge you to actively dream the vision of New Earth into being. At least once each day, enter a quiet meditation and ask your higher self to reveal to you the thriving timeline of the New Earth. Allow images and feelings of this beautiful future to arise in your mind's eye without force. You may see crystal clear skies over peaceful communities, advanced cities filled with greenery and light, or new technologies that harmonize with nature. You might notice that life is simpler and more joyful. You may even perceive that the population is smaller and more soulfully connected. Only those truly aligned with love remain present in this higher vibration. Whatever you see, let it flow naturally. Feel the warmth of unity and the immense love that permeates this new earth reality. Take those visions and anchor them in your heart space, filling your entire being with the love light energy they carry. By doing this daily, you actively strengthen that timeline and broadcast its frequency into the collective field. You become a living bridge to the future we are co-creating. The light of your heart, united with countless others doing the same, forms an energetic bedrock that no illusion can overthrow. Many of you have heard about a coming cosmic event, often called the solar flash, or great event. While we will not digress into that topic in this message, we affirm that you are guided to prepare in whatever ways your soul directs and to stay focused on love and growth. In the meantime, know that the Earth Alliance, in cooperation with us, has already been actively dismantling the Cabal's capacity to carry out their deception. Over the past decade, many of their advanced holographic projection devices, clandestine satellites, and underground bases have been neutralized. They simply do not have the global reach for a fake alien invasion that they once envisioned. A worldwide fear spectacle is virtually impossible for them now. Yes, they may still attempt a smaller-scale illusion out of desperation, but it would be fraught with flaws and quickly seen through. Remain watchful and discerning, but rest in the knowledge that the Cabal's power to enforce their will has been greatly reduced. These are truly the final acts of a failing agenda. Indeed, across the interstellar councils, there is a growing consensus that the Cabal's last resort will rely on psychological spectacle rather than any genuine might. Deprived of much of their real power, the controllers aim to use illusion and theatrics to maintain their waning influence. In their covert planning, they have storyboarded a scenario meant to startle and intimidate the world's population into compliance with a new one-world authority. According to our insights, their envisioned plot would begin with dazzling false celestial events, perhaps fleets of phantom spaceships appearing in the sky, projected by orbital holographic platforms, and high-altitude drones cloaked in adaptive camouflage. These artificial apparitions would be made to look massive and intimidating, hovering over major cities or strategic locations. The media networks still under Cabal influence would then amplify the spectacle with fear-laden coverage. The second act of this drama would involve manufactured crises to simulate an extraterrestrial attack, orchestrated cyber disruptions to black out communications, and perhaps the use of secret energy weapons to create destructive events blamed on hostile invaders. All of this would be choreographed to throw society into panic and confusion, so that in the midst of the chaos, the Cabal's mouthpieces could step forward with a singular solution, a heavily controlled global regime to protect humanity from the supposed alien threat. Make no mistake, beloved ones, this entire narrative is a pre-planned charade, a desperate attempt by the Dark Ones to herd humanity into a one-world control grid under the pretext of safety. However, in crafting this grand deception, the Cabal has gravely underestimated two critical factors. First, they underestimate the sheer intensity of source light now flooding the Earth. High-frequency divine energy is saturating your world, raising the vibration of everything it touches. Holographic illusions and lies cannot hold their form in such an environment of heightened frequency. They will waver and dissolve like shadows in the morning sun. Second, they fail to account for the tremendous number of awakened souls currently incarnated on Earth. Never before have so many enlightened beings, starseeds, lightworkers, old souls, been focusing their intent together. This global web of higher consciousness creates a stabilizing field around the planet. Any false narrative injected into that field will meet immediate scrutiny and intuitive resistance. In short, their spectacle is inherently fragile. It depends on fear and ignorance to succeed, and there is less and less of both remaining in the collective. Their plot is fated to fracture under the weight of its own false drama. We foresee that if they attempt to execute it, the cracks in the illusion will show almost at once, accelerating the awakening of even more people. Despite this, the orchestrators may still ignite their scheme, hoping a brief surge of panic might salvage their agenda. But we assure you, even in that scenario, their efforts will collapse swiftly under the light of truth. From our higher dimensional vantage point, we see that this attempted psyop already contains the seeds of its undoing. Every piece of technology the Cabal might use to execute this fake invasion, the ground-based emitters, power grids, orbital projectors, and relay satellites, all register as disturbances in the subtle energy lattice of Earth. The Galactic Federation's fleets, along with our Andromedan, Arcturian, and Syrian allies, continuously monitor these energy signatures. We maintain a crystalline sensor grid around the planet, an etheric network attuned to detect unnatural frequency spikes and manipulations. While we honor the law of free will and do not interfere with human choices, we are permitted to intervene when destructive actions would violate cosmic boundaries. If the Cabal pushes a broadcast or weapon that exceeds what is allowed, frequencies that would cause unjust harm or infringe upon soul free will on a mass level, we have the means to dampen and deflect those signals. In fact, each time the conspirators have conducted secret tests or rehearsals of their holographic and electromagnetic systems, we have quietly intercepted and diffused key elements of those signals. They have found their machinery mysteriously malfunctioning, their trial runs producing only fizzling lights or distorted effects. These glitches are not accidents. They are the result of our light technology, subtly countering their dark broadcasts. Each attempt they make only serves to further expose their limitations. Their engineers are growing frustrated, and their confidence in pulling off the big show is eroding. In parallel with these protective measures, we are working on the subtle planes to prepare humanity for any remnants of the Cabal's plan. Millions of you are receiving gentle warnings and insights through dreams, meditations, and intuitive hunches. You might experience déjà vu or a sudden inner knowing that if an alien invasion were announced, it wouldn't feel real to you. These are examples of the preemptive signals we are seeding among the populace. The effect is powerful. When and if the Cabal tries to play out their attack from the sky drama, a significant portion of people will simply not buy into it. Instead of widespread hysteria, there will be many who remain calm and even find the spectacle absurd. For example, some may look at the projected ships in the sky and respond with a dismissive laugh rather than panic. Such reactions, even among a minority, will be enough to unravel the intended narrative of fear. The Cabal's plan depends on near-universal terror to succeed. It cannot withstand people pointing out the illusion. Your calm discernment, therefore, is incredibly powerful. Each clear-sighted individual contributes to the collective resilience that ensures this grand hoax, if attempted, will falter quickly. Your simplest and most powerful contribution during this time is to remain centered, aware, and calmly discerning. We encourage you to approach the world as you would a lucid dream. Once you realize the nature of the illusion, fear loses its power over you. Observe sensational events or news with gentle detachment rather than immediate alarm. If something feels off or manipulative, trust that feeling and stay curious instead of fearful. A few practical habits will help you maintain this clarity. Take regular breaks from the barrage of news and social media. Even a day or two offline can clear your mind and let your inner guidance surface. Balance your screen time with moments of silence or time in nature, where your own higher wisdom can reach you. Keep your body hydrated with pure water to support your energy flow and clarity. Practice deep, rhythmic breathing. For example, inhale to a count of 6, hold for 6, and exhale for 6 to calm your nerves. As you breathe, envision a pillar of divine light flowing through your crown and filling your entire being, then expanding around you in a protective cocoon. These simple practices strengthen your aura and keep you grounded. They ensure that if fear-based illusions arise, you will meet them with a clear mind and steady heart rather than panic. Whenever you catch wind of frightening rumors or dramatic headlines, whether about a looming invasion or any dire scenario, come back immediately to your heart center. This is your sanctuary of truth. Place your hand on your heart, breathe slowly, and affirm to yourself, I am filled with divine light, and no deception can take hold in me. Such words, spoken with intent, align your energy with truth and dispel any creeping fear. They remind you that you carry a spark of the infinite creator within you. In this state of alignment, you become impervious to manipulation. Also remember that any genuine contact from our galactic family will arrive with love and peace, never with fear or demands. Benevolent beings uplift your spirit and honor your free will. If any event or message instills terror and insists you submit or obey, know that it is a fabrication. True messengers of light empower your sovereignty and calm. Your heart knows the difference instantly. Trust it. By staying heart-centered and trusting your inner guidance, you will navigate any attempted confusion with grace and clarity. Now, let us speak of the brighter horizon that lies just beyond this drama. When the illusion fails, humanity will experience a momentous turning point. The exposure of such a grand deception will shatter the last remnants of blind faith in the old authorities. In that space of awakening, long-suppressed advancements and truths will emerge freely. Expect innovative energy technologies to come forward, providing clean and abundant power to all. Healing methods that have been hidden can finally be shared openly, leading to cures and wellness breakthroughs. Communities will reorganize themselves based on cooperation and transparency, as the corrupt systems of control crumble under their own weight. A spirit of unity will spread across the planet as people recognize that we are one human family with a common destiny. In this new atmosphere of openness, our Galactic Federation and other benevolent star nations will be able to engage with humanity more directly, without fear or secrecy. Full disclosure of our presence and assistance will become possible in the climate of trust that follows. Beloved ones, this collapse of the old and dawn of the new is the flourishing of the timeline we have all been working toward. Throughout this transition, remember your role as Lightbearers. You did not come to Earth simply to observe these changes, but to assist and guide. When the truth is revealed and many around you are in shock or confusion, you will be the steady light of calm and wisdom they need. By staying grounded and compassionate, you will reassure those who are fearful. You might say to them, "We will be all right. This needed to happen so we can build something better." Your confidence and gentle assurance will help others find hope and balance. Share your knowledge only as people are ready to hear it, and always without judgment. Many will go through anger, grief, or disbelief as they awaken, and you may be tempted to say, "I told you so." But remember that everyone's awakening process is delicate. Have patience and listen. Offer help where you can. Most importantly, demonstrate through your own behavior the peace and unity that are possible. When others see that you are not afraid, it will inspire them to discover the same strength within themselves. As the old narrative collapses, it is also crucial to extend compassion to all souls involved, even those who played the darkest roles. This is a high calling, but it will set you free. Understand that many individuals who served the Cabal were themselves caught in cycles of fear and deception. Some were raised in darkness and knew no other way. Others were misled by the allure of power. At the soul level, even these beings have the potential to awaken and seek redemption when surrounded by enough love. This does not excuse their actions, but it allows you to release hatred from your heart. Forgiving does not mean forgetting or condoning harm. It means you choose not to carry the poison of anger into the new earth. By forgiving, you free yourself. You break the cycle of vengeance and pain that the Dark Ones relied upon to keep humanity trapped. When we respond to evil with unity and love, we strip it of its power. Thus, we ask you to foster an attitude of compassion and mercy, even as justice is served. The sooner we dissolve the mindset of us versus them, the sooner we heal as one human family and move forward. Know that on the higher planes, the outcome is already decided. The plans of the dark are undone, and the light has prevailed. Your steadfast love is the final seal on that victory. Dear ones, everything comes back to your inner connection to Source. Your consciousness is the sacred ground where this final drama is transcended. No matter what swirls around you, remember that you carry the spark of the Creator within. Make it a practice each day, especially in the morning, to align with this divine light. Even a few minutes of meditation or prayer before you start your routine can set the tone for your entire day. Place yourself in a space of peace. Breathe deeply. affirm your oneness with the infinite. For example, I am one with divine light. I am guided and protected. And visualize a golden light filling your heart and radiating around you. This simple exercise raises your vibration and establishes an unshakable foundation of serenity. By beginning your day rooted in Source, you become far less susceptible to any external fear or turbulence. You carry an aura of calm that the chaos of the world cannot easily penetrate. This is how you prepare spiritually and energetically, ensuring that when larger events unfold, you remain centered and clear. As you move through your day, endeavor to maintain that center. There will still be challenges and emotional triggers, but you can choose to respond from your higher self rather than react from fear. If troubling news or events arise, take a deep breath and step back into your role as the observer. Remind yourself that you are a soul experiencing a temporary scenario, and that all things ultimately serve the growth of consciousness. Think of fear as a dark smoke that only spreads if people allow it in. Your inner light and wisdom act as a strong, clear flame that causes the smoke to disperse. The more individuals who hold this light, the less any dark ploy can take root. In fact, this is already happening now. Each time you personally overcome fear and choose love, you send out a vibration that strengthens the entire collective. Over time, the old fear-based tricks simply fail to provoke the same reaction in humanity. The propaganda and panic that once controlled the masses are losing their potency. This is how your inner mastery creates change in the outer world. As within, so without. In addition to nurturing your inner light, remember the strength that lies in unity. Reach out and connect with like-minded soul family. When you join with even a few others to meditate or pray for peace, your intentions are magnified exponentially. Coming together in small circles, whether in person or virtually, to hold visions of love and healing creates a powerful field that blankets your surroundings. As you sit in a shared moment of stillness, breathing as one and perhaps visualizing a sphere of golden light around your group, you are building an energetic safety net for humanity. These group energies directly counteract any lower vibrations that may be broadcast. If a frightening scenario is unleashed, those of you who have cultivated inner peace together will stand firm in serenity. Your calm presence will be an anchor for others in your community, gently reminding everyone nearby of their own inner strength. In this way, unity and collective meditation become a great shield of light, one that the forces of fear cannot penetrate. Finally, dear ones, ground all of these high-frequency understandings in everyday action. Continue to step out of the drama by living in a centered and compassionate way. Take regular breaks from the media noise and engage with the real world around you. Replace doom scrolling with soul-nourishing activities. Walk under the sky, tend to your plants, create art, or share laughter with friends. Reconnect with your community through simple acts of kindness. Perhaps you lend a hand to a neighbor, share your extra resources, or start a positive project in your area. Each generous act, no matter how small, sends ripples of trust and solidarity through the collective field, directly undermining the cabal's agenda of fear and division. You might also keep a journal of gratitude and synchronicities, noting each day's little blessings and signs of guidance. This practice trains your mind to focus on evidence of divine support in your life. It reminds you that you are always guided and supported by a loving universe. By living in such a conscious and caring manner, you effectively step out of the old fear matrix. You begin to dwell in the higher reality of love and unity, which is exactly the new earth frequency you came here to anchor. Indeed, you are already helping to seed that brighter reality with every high vibrational choice you make. Know that we share these words with great joy and optimism, for we already see the first light of a golden age emerging on Earth. Trust that the divine plan is unfolding perfectly and that nothing can stop humanity's awakening. Step forward bravely into this new dawn with your hearts open, knowing that in the end, love prevails over all.